Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This morning I actually did something very different. I started my day with a walk. I ended up meeting up with a girl that lives locally to here and who's also trying to make new friends. So that was really nice. We actually ventured out to Manly to do the walk and it was a bit different. It was really nice. It was busy, very hot, but yeah, we ended up chatting. We connected on a few things. We were a bit similar in some aspects, but I'm not sure if I'll see her again. Hopefully she's not watching this video, but we'll see. It feels weird being in your 30s and then trying to make new friends. It's always a bit scary and not knowing what you're expecting. It's like going on a date, but on a friendship date. It's very strange trying to make new friends in your 30s, but it was fun. Because I was in Manly, I went into the local library and I took out a few books, so I will show you those in a bit. And then we also popped into a charity shop there. Got some homey bits, actually just one homey bit, which I'll show you as well. We're going in because we want to look out for a cocktail shaker. We want to start making our espresso martinis and we haven't got one, so we're on the lookout and we don't want to buy it new. We actually popped into quite a few charity shops on the way back. And it's me and Jacob. I realized I didn't mention that bit. So yeah, we ended up going into a few charity shops, but yeah, we just couldn't find any, unfortunately. So we're gonna keep looking. And then we ended up doing our weekly shop. So it's the long weekend today. It's a Saturday. We've got a bank holiday Monday because it's Australia Day tomorrow. We ended up doing our weekly shop today. And I just thought I'll show you a food haul because I like doing this in my videos, showing you what I buy. We ended up going to a new supermarket today and it was Harris Farms, which felt very like Whole Foods. I was like, oh, this is a bit bougie. So I was like, oh, I mean, our shop ended up being slightly more expensive because of that. But it felt nice because it felt like we were getting some nicer stuff. And today, actually, when we got back, we did the taste test on one of the tomatoes that we got. And yeah, you can really taste the difference from the supermarket to the Harris Farms ones, which I don't think they were organic, but they primarily sell a lot of organic, which is annoyingly wrapped in plastic. So I don't even know why they do that. But yeah, anyway, it was much tastier. So let me just get into the food haul because otherwise I'm just going to ramble on. So this is the shop and let me just start showing you what we got. Actually, this isn't from this week's. This is, I think I showed you last time. That was the turmeric that we got. Some grapes, which actually we haven't tasted yet. We've already had some of this bread. Sorry, I filmed it. I started filming after we came in starving and made some ham sandwiches. So we got some organic sourdough bread, which is really nice. It was fresh. It was still so squidgy and yummy. We got some reduced tiramisu because we love a tiramisu, so, and plus it was reduced, so we just thought, you know what, let's just try that as a treat. We got 2 cheeses because we thought, oh, because it's a long weekend, we'll just have a cheese board night. So we ended up getting a truffle cheddar and what's this, a brie? Yeah, a brie. An aubergine for one of our meals this week, some potatoes, which, as I was saying, it's all in plastic, annoyingly, but it was the much better value. 2 humongous, look at that, mangoes. So I can't wait to start eating them. In here are some sausages. Again, it's for a meal that we're doing to this. Actually, I'll do it tomorrow, and it's an ottolenghi recipe, so I'll try and film that. Some Tony's chocolate. Jacob hadn't tried this brand before, so I said, get one because I need you to try it because it's delicious. These are the tomatoes that were really nice. We've already had 2. A red onion for a meal, some nectarines and peaches. So they will be just as a snack for me. Oh, I was so happy to find this. So I was reading a really nice, healthy website and they mentioned I've been wanting to make boiled, I think it's a boiled Asian pear. So when I saw that they were selling them, I was I quickly grabbed one because I wanted to make that this week. Some organic milk, and I think this one is kind of raw milk. So I wanted to start getting into drinking that sort of milk because I've been reading a lot about it and how good it's for you. So I wanted to start doing that. This is a cream, obviously, but it's because I want to make butter. So I want to start using my KitchenAid, which I haven't been able to. So that's for that. Some free-range eggs, some dates, some cashews for Jacob, and that's it from Harris Farms, because this is from Coles. So I can show you that separately. I'll now show you what we got from Coles, which was a very small shop. We only literally got a few ingredients, and then we also went back into that Indian shop and I ended up getting a few more of their seeds and another ingredient because they were just a lot cheaper than anywhere else. So I was like, I need to go in there and make my shop. So I'll show you now. So as I mentioned, we got parsley and coriander, and they're in pots because I want to plant them because I feel like we keep using them every week. So I'll try and plant those. We got some spelt flour to make some another ottolenghi recipe. It's actually some carrot cake sandwiches for Jacob's treat this week, some cream cheese for that, sugars for that as well. We're gonna some Greek yogurt. This one sounded like it was a nicer brand and it was from Tasmania, and we're gonna make some flatbreads tomorrow. Some tomatoes, peeled and diced. And that's literally it from Coles. That's all we got. And then from that Asian shop, we got, these are not exactly the same ones, but very similar. But we first tried these coconut biscuits in Sri Lanka. So Jacob and I went to Sri Lanka and we absolutely loved them. And this is the closest thing we could find. We got some cardamom pods, some desiccated coconut flour. Well, it's not flour, it's just desiccated coconut. And then just some sunflower seeds. So that's this shop. Okay, I thought I'd show you the books I got from the library. And first is this one. It's called Toxic by Richard Flanagan. And it's basically, I think, about the fish industry and about, basically, it's Tasmanian salmon, one big lie. So that really caught my eye because obviously I've read a few things where salmon's actually the most toxic fish that's being farmed, so I feel like that's relatable, so I want to read that. I then got I got two actually similar books. I thought I'd show them together because I've entered my bird watching era. I'm trying to learn more about local and native birds, and I think these books will help me in my journey. So the first one is Australian Wildlife. And just as I was flicking through it, obviously there's fish, but there's also birds and plants. So I think that is going to be very handy. So I'm excited to read that. And then this next one is specifically for bird watching, and it's about the 100 best bird watching sites in Australia. So that will be exciting to read. I then got this book called The Beauty Brief. It's an insider's guide to skincare. I love my skincare and I'm trying to learn more about it. I actually would like to maybe do that professionally at some point. So yeah, I feel like reading this book will help me in just learning more about it. And then tying in closely with that one is this Women's Wellness Wisdom. Again, on my journey to holistic nutrition and health, I feel like this one will tune in closely with obviously women's health in particular and wellness. So I was just flicking through it and it looks like it'll be covering quite good subjects, basically everything that I'm keen to learn. So as a beginner's guide, I suppose, of diving into that topic. And then finally, my novel for the month, well, not for the month, for the week or for whenever, basically my next read is Homegoing by Ya Gayati. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was in my Goodreads wish list or to be our list. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this one and looking forward to that. And these are literally all the books I've got. I also wanted to show you, actually, not on the topic of books, but this diffuser, randomly, it belonged to my sister-in-law, but Jacob's mum then gave it to me because she left it behind and she didn't want it. So I was like, yes, I will have it. So it just, yeah, it looks quite nice. It's a coconut and lime. I think it's from the brand Dusk. Not too sure what that is, but yeah, it smells really wonderful. So obviously I wanted to just put it somewhere. So I'm thinking maybe next to the TV. Might be quite nice. So luckily it's behind me, so I can show you maybe on like in that corner there. You'll see it hopefully in the background at some point. Okay, and so here's the desk reveal. Ta-da! So we basically, as I mentioned, we ended up just sanding the corners, which just kind of brightened up the desk a bit more and gave it a better feature, I suppose. That's actually a little painting my mum made. Isn't it beautiful? She's very talented. And so, yeah, so I'll just show you a little bit what's inside. So I just thought I'd put my everyday notebooks in here, some pens and highlighters in there, more notebooks. It's quite deep, so I feel like I'll be able to store quite a few things. So it's literally just more notebooks. I then also wanted to show this. It actually fits perfectly. That's actually the first time I've been trying it. This was given to us by Jacob's dad. And look at that. Oh, it actually looks wonderful. It's the next day and I've signed myself up to a Pilates class. So I'm getting ready. That workout, that Pilates class was actually pretty tough. I realized I have no core strength. So that's something I really need to focus on building up in, well, this year and hopefully in the future classes. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the class. It was very nice environment. And yeah, it was just super tough. My legs were shaking by the end. Even when I was walking, we were walking down the hill. And I had to grab Jacob because he surprised me. He met me after the class, which was really nice. And we went for some coffee and I had an almond croissant. But yeah, when we were walking down the hill, I was literally just like, I need to hold on to you because my legs were really shaky. I've booked myself into another class tomorrow. So it's Sunday today. So tomorrow is a bank holiday. So I've booked myself into another class tomorrow at a different studio. So, and that's a reformer Pilates. So I've never done a reformer Pilates. Should be fun. But now we're actually going to go on a little walk. So I'll take you with me. We just got here. We're going to do a small walk. I don't know what it's called. I'll look it up and let you know actually. Quite cool. The trees like growing in between the boulder. Let me go this way. That's pretty cool. that organic meat that we got last time from that haul. Beer from the ground. And now we're going to try making mozzarella. Jacob found a video on YouTube, so we're giving it a go. We bought that strainer yesterday. Yay! And now we're squeezing it to get rid of all, because it's meant to be quite stretchy. I also forgot to mention, Jacob ended up making these flatbreads. Oh, is it pulling? Sadly, that mozzarella didn't come together, but it did turn into a cheese. I'm guessing it's closest to a ricotta. So I've put it in a mesh bag and I'm just letting it drain. But now I've set up my KitchenAid finally. It's got its space in the kitchen, so I'm very happy. So the first thing I really want to make is butter. So we're gonna make butter, attempt to make butter. And then I also want to make the carrot cake sandwiches that I think I mentioned in one of my videos, but it's an ottolenghi recipe, so I'll take you through every step as I try and make that, and as well as the butter. So yeah, it'll be a bit of a trial and error, I think, with that one. To blend the carrots because we didn't have a grater, so we were like, we're making the carrot cake sandwiches, so yeah, an innovative way of trying to shred carrots. Also, the butter turned out amazing. We were so happy that it turned out so well. So yeah, now we're going to experiment in trying to make some with like flavored butters. But this one will just be like a standard unsalted butter. So yeah, very happy. Everyone, it's now the bank holiday Monday and I've signed myself up to another Pilates class. This one's a reformer one, and then I think we're going to go to a pub or something afterwards. We're back home now after seeing some friends and after doing that reformer Pilates class that I did. My goodness, it was tough. But I actually really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it a bit more than yesterday's normal Pilates, just because I guess I felt like I was looked after better. The teacher sort of came up to me and like made sure I was doing the exercises correctly. And it was just a lot of fun with the machine. So I think I will end up doing it maybe again in the future. So now I'm just home. I'm absolutely exhausted. You can probably just tell by how messy my hair is and just my face and everything. But we're making dinner. We're making a sausage tray bake with some plums, which is an ottolenghi recipe from the same book that I showed you, I think in my last video. I can't remember if I showed it in this video. So I'll show you the end result, I think, of how that looks. I realized I didn't do an outro for this video, so here I am doing a random one. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this long weekend, and I'll see you next time.